Ready for round two?
You know it, buddy.
Joined today by legendary Jay Leno.
Hello.
That thing looks absolutely terrifying to drive.
So badass.
Okay, today marks the official day that SEMA starts, and it's gonna be absolutely wild. We just came back from the SEMA breakfast, which was so cool to see in person.
Man, this is my 25th. Oh my gosh, my back hurts saying that.
And then I had to run back to the hotel room so I could upload actually the first video of arriving in Las Vegas. We're a little bit behind on posting schedule right now, but it's fine. The hotel Wi-Fi kind of sucks, and I'm trying to figure that out so you guys kind of get a first-hand view as kind of stuff is going on. Right now, we're gonna go back over to the convention center and get everything ready and prepped. We have a few meetings to take care of first, and then after that, it is going to be like a real-life Forza Horizon video game in the pre-lobby. And then SEMA Fest, which is gonna be towards the end of this SEMA week, that's where it goes down, so just get prepared for that. But today's video is going to be nuts with a bunch of drifting, cool cars, and just anything you can imagine that's just out of this world, and I'm so excited to get started. But first, we gotta actually make our way to the convention center, so kind of need to bring you with me, so let's go.
Chandelier, limousines, really think I'm seeing things.
So we're gonna start off today in the convention center because we didn't do too much in the convention center in the last video. So that's gonna be our main target today, and then obviously a lot of the drifting stuff that's gonna be happening. And the first stop I think I'm gonna make today is actually gonna be near West Hall. I'm gonna try at least to make it to West Hall first. If I end up getting caught up in South or North Hall or East Hall, or I don't even know. There's a lot of cool cars there, including Stradman's all-carbon Aventador. I haven't seen it yet, and I've been dying to go check it out. We tried to find it yesterday, but we weren't allowed in the venue, so that's one of the cars I want to see. Then also check out what's genuinely inside some of these venues, because this is where all the one-of-one builds are kind of chilling at. And then at 12 today is when all of the craziness unfolds with the drifting and all that. Not only in this pit area, but also in Hoonigan's pit down there. There's a bunch of different drift pits all over the place for us to go check out today.
Now, if you're confused as to what SEMA is, it's an exclusive trade show meant for people working in the aftermarket industry where people build one-of-one cars specifically for SEMA. Now, it has been an all-time dream of mine to actually attend this event, and this year I was lucky enough to get in. Now, before we continue any further, let's talk to Jay Leno about his Dodge Demon. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't shocked that that sentence just came out of my mouth.
We're joined today by the legendary Jay Leno.
Hello.
So you brought the Dodge Demon out front. What made you choose that car out of all the cars you could have brought for SEMA?
Well, it's kind of limited edition car, and it's the last of the great muscle cars. It's got 1,025 horsepower. That's why you bring it. I like the Challenger because it's like the best road trip car. You know, it's not some butter crunching little tiny seat. You know, you got a big comfortable seat. It's fast. It handles as well as it should, considering what it is and all the horsepower it has. So best car to go LA to Vegas is the Demon.
Thank you, Jay, so much for your time.
So that was Jay Leno. All right, so that was cool. All right, now we're going back into the actual center or the convention center to check out what's inside.
You feel alive, let's hit the dance floor. Don't work too hard, might break a backbone. Return of the Mac, the king is back though. Corvette and cash.
Is that a fully forged carbon C8? What the fuck?
Warning, this is not a wrap. The whole thing is exposed and forged carbon fiber. That's wild. And this isn't the C8 Stingray either. This is the full bore Z06 and full exposed forged carbon. Then over here we have a slammed SF90. Check this thing out. I don't know how I feel about the underglow per se, but the fitment on this car is perfect.
Now, if you thought those cars were nuts, as we walk further into the convention center, we saw some of the most wild builds I think I've ever seen in my entire life, including Weston's Smokestang, which I must say is the most absurd build I think I've ever seen on the internet. Which, if you don't know what the Smokestang is by now, it is a Mustang EcoBoost that has been Cummins swapped by another YouTuber named Weston Champlin.
That is so ridiculous. And to kick us off, we have not only Strad's full carbon Aventador, but we also have a Pagani Huayra over here.
Right here being the Pagani Roadster, and then this is the car we've been looking for, the full carbon Aventador. This car is absolutely insanely wide.
After taking a look at Stradman's full carbon Aventador, we decided to take a deeper look into the convention center, and we discovered a P1 GTR. Now, if you don't know what a P1 GTR is, it is essentially a normal McLaren P1, but the race build. So they took the normal P1 and made it better, which I didn't even think was possible, but they did it. And then tucked behind the P1, another race car that I actually personally would prefer over the P1 is a BAC Mono, which is an absolute track monster.
Now, between the two, if I were to be on a track, between this and this, I'm definitely going with the BAC Mono. But if we're going for a street car, I mean, you can't beat a P1. We actually found the P1 that we saw in the first video driving on the street. We couldn't get super close to it because it was ripping it, but this is a cool paint scheme. Check this out. It's like a full chameleon style paint. As you walk around the car, it changes color. I'm not going to say exactly what color it is because, fun fact, I'm actually colorblind if you didn't know, so this is very confusing for me. And over here we seem to have another Liberty Walk wide body Huracan. This is absolutely wild. Then what's behind it is a Maserati MC20. Holy shit. My only problem with it is it's a Maserati. They're notorious for having severe issues with just reliability. But then again, you get this. All right, we really actually do need to get to the drifting though. But first we gotta, perfect. All right, let's go. And now we are back at the RTR tent with James Dean's S550, Chelsea's S650, and Vaughn's S650. They're getting all the stuff prepped before they go out into the drift pit way out there, which I am so excited to watch.
But before we could get started, we had to sign a few waivers to make sure that if I got injured, that they wouldn't get in trouble. So once I signed my life away, we were free and clear to get up and close with the cars and get some amazing shots of these guys going at it. And this was probably the highlight of my entire day. And that's saying something, knowing that we literally just met Jay Leno a few minutes ago.
And we're in. So there's actually the truck from yesterday that we saw when they were doing the test and tune. If you didn't see that video, this truck was absolutely ripping it. So we saw that one and then the S650 that's down there, but we haven't seen these cars run yet. I am so pumped. These things throw up smoke like no tomorrow. Every time I see this car, all I can think about is the wreck that James Dean had with it. It's the most wild thing I think I've ever seen in my life because they got the car fixed and running under 30 minutes.
Oh, the Bandito. If you've not seen this today, Vaughn, get you in here.
Holy shit, they got so close. That gets your heart pounding. I'm losing all my hearing. Please don't run over my toes, thank you. That thing looks absolutely terrifying to drive.
So badass.
Is it built for drifting or is it?
No, I mean it's built for off-road, kind of a combo between a Baja Racer and an Ultra 4 King and a Hammers car, with doors and a windshield like that. That's what I always wanted. We always been doing demos out here in my race truck. It's really hard on the race truck, so I wanted to build something that could do that too.
See, I was watching the suspension go, I was like, that looks terrifying to ride it.
And it's not, it's really smooth and easy out there. Like it's all-wheel drive, it kind of pulls you where you want to go. It's really fun.
Ready for round two?
You know it, buddy.
That's the sound I was looking for. That blow-off valve on both the RTRs is just unreal. Build this into a street car. That's just what we need to do. Tires seem in good working order. I think that's gonna be a wrap on today's video. I'm exhausted. It's only 6 o'clock and there's a concert tonight. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Now I'd love to bring you guys to the concert, but I ain't trying to get copyright striked. We're gonna end the video right now. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If so, drop a like and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I just remembered I met Jay Leno today. Today was literally so hectic, the most important piece just blew over my head. That's
wild.